There was a noise from somewhere deep. We heard the sound, it was bittersweet. Voices calling out from an aching heart, getting so much closer by staying apart, singing a song of hope and love that heals. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. The streets are empty, but the sky is clear. You want somebody and can't have them near, taking shelter where you can when the world is at stake. Alone together, trying hard not to break, singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong. Love is the word, and hope is the song. A song for the lonely, the tired and the weary. A song for the broken, the mighty. Can you hear me? Get beyond our pride and greed, share everything that we need. We won't be ignored. We will be restored. Singing a song of hope and love that will heal. You heard when I heard, I feel what you feel. We will survive, we will stay strong, 'cause love is the word, and hope is the song.
Good morning, South Florida, and welcome to the breakfast at the Brooklyn Cafe TV.
Take a deep breath and a good whiff of that coffee brewing. Grab yourself some toast, a donut, or any breakfast. As Dawn and Freddie get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
So I grabbed myself and called 888-994-4995 to share a tip of the day.
Or just to say good morning.
So get ready for the time of your life.
Shake off your sleepies, buckle up, because it's showtime.
Welcome to the morning show. Badass Tuesday is today's morning show line. Badass Tuesday. And I'm going to tell you, it's off to a flying start. If you make one more comment about her hair, you won't need to exercise. I'm going to run you over my car and chase you all the way back to wherever the hell you came from. Welcome to all our friends out there. I'm very excited. Last night we had a terrific show. Terrific, terrific show. I got phone calls.
Funny thing is, you and I could talk all day about nothing. You know the show about nothing?
What are you talking
We can
about?
talk about nothing. We can talk about something, but you and I can just talk all the time.
We were talking about something.
We're always talking about something.
It was like the
If
business.
you talk, there's always something that you're talking about. But you and I do this all day long.
How is it that you and Chuck have been married so long? If I was married to you that long and I said to you, I had a great time last night, we talked about, and you said to me, we could talk about nothing, I would say,
I mean, we
wow.
can talk about a lot. When
I got
you
nothing.
talk, you always talk.
I got nothing else
But
to
we
say.
did have a great show.
I'm going to staple
had-
my mouth.
We had Gio on the show, our executive producer. We had Renee on the show talking about Saturday Morning Shop.
That's what I'm talking
I don't know
about.
how we talked about that for an hour, but we did.
Saturday Morning Shop is a concept
Yeah.
where you wake up Saturday morning, you go down to Tropicana Field in Tampa, and you have 150 vendors, right? So we want to bring that concept here. Now, because we are AMP, we got to make it bigger and better and more bold and beautiful. So we're going down to North Miami. We're going down to South Miami. We're going to Miami. And there is 5
Homestead.
acres of land donated to us with a stage and enough parking for cars. He uses it now so people can see concerts from all over the world.
Schnebley's Winery.
And now he wants us to do the production for our singers to sing out. Not bring it in, but bring it out. With this 1,000 vendors we want.
You should sing for
1,000
You
vendors.
should sing for us.
I'll sing. If I hit 1,000 vendors, Freddie would go on the stage and sing.
We and Slick do a duet.
What do I got to do a duet with him?
You gonna be Slick's opening act?
I'm going to sing with you because your voice is too deep. You're too manly for me. You got the manly voice. Manly man.
Happy
You-
Tuesday, everyone. Yes, we are doing the morning show from Studio A today. Change it up a
Look
little
at,
bit.
look at the way he works. He has a mic in his hand, a phone in the other hand. His head is down. He ain't paying attention. What you saying? What are you looking
Stuff.
at?
I'm looking at Rita Ora.
Do you know you're not allowed to see porn at work?
I'm looking at Rita Ora.
Porn at work is not permissible.
No, actually not. You can check my history, but yeah,
No,
I
I
was
don't
looking
want
at Rita Ora.
Who's Rita Ora?
Rita Ora is a singer. She's a Spanish singer.
One of those days.
You know?
We've now done that twice.
Rita Ora is a singer?
Yeah, she's a singer.
A
Wow.
spider?
Thank you. Thank you, Arcade.
Arcade's on a roll today.
Show him a picture.
She looks like a spider.
Holy smokes.
Why does she look like a spider?
She doesn't look like a spider.
She can spider me all she wants. I fall into her web.
She doesn't look like a spider. You just
I fall into her web.
What do you mean?
No, she doesn't.
Why do you think she
Josh,
looks
you
like
know
a
her?
spider? Wait, let's see a bigger picture.
Yeah.
Why does she look like a spider, though?
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
exactly what I'm saying.
But
Why
what
do you
makes
think
you,
she
why
looks
are
like a
you
spider?
looking at that
I don't
picture?
know, I just get spider vibes from her.
Why is it at
vibes.
9:20 during the show,
Spider.
Tuesday Madness, you're looking into your phone of spider women?
Oh, because
Because
Artful
what?
Dodger, like I'm a person behind Artful Dodger's
Yeah.
page. So
Yeah.
like if anybody wants to have like a nice happy hour that starts from 12 to 7, it's happy hours. So Artful Dodger's page notified me, so I kind of like went to the black hole of social media and
The
fell
black
into-
hole of
Yeah.
social media.
and then I fell into Rita Ora's profile for some reason. That's what happens.
So this portion of the show is brought to you by the Artful
Artful
Dodger,
So,
which in a couple of minutes will be happy hour.
at open mic night on, what is it, tonight? Monday?
Yes.
Last night?
Last
No,
night.
Last night. So Wednesday, karaoke night. Slick's going to perform some Rita Ora for us.
Are you going?
If he sings Rita Ora.
Well,
I'll
hold
go.
on a second. There's another open mic night. When is it?
Monday night.
Monday and Sunday.
And Sunday.
Yes.
You want to sing?
Slick can sing and I'll do my stand-up bit.
You do a stand-up
I'll do my
bit?
set, yeah.
Really?
15 minutes of gold.
You haven't done a set for us before.
I get nervous.
We did.
Don't be as funny as I am, as comedically genius as I might be. I stage fright,
Why do you get stage fright?
anxiety. I can't explain
Do
it.
you suffer from anxiety?
Oh god, yeah.
I'm
You
gonna give.
remember the first 2 weeks I was here? I was just terribly awkward. I was just overthinking everything. I was like, oh,
You're
geez,
always
am I
awkward.
vacuuming right? Oh god, let's hope so.
Yo, but that's you. Your nature is awkward. That's your middle name. There's
That's
nothing.
not nice. You're gonna make the guy leave now.
No, why?
Make
You
him all
should.
nervous.
First of all, this is your house. In your house, everything short of walking around in your underwear you can do. There's no judgment on you.
So no, but you're right. I am that awkward guy. And it's funny. In all my friend groups, I have 3 or 4 of them. I'm the same person in each of those groups. I'm the goofy, self-aware white guy.
But
Well,
are you
that's because
acting?
that must be you.
But
That's me, yeah.
but are you acting goofy because of anxiety?
Probably. A little bit.
You know, that's a very sensitive subject matter right now in the news because of the
Just
Olympian
mobiles, mental health,
mental health.
awareness.
Yeah,
And she came out yesterday and she still took a bronze. But it's become aware. Have you seen?
well, she got pressured to perform, didn't she?
No, nobody's gonna pray. You kidding? Whoever touches that politics is in trouble. They asked her, "Do you want to try?" And she said, "I want to try." But did you see in the news again? Not to bring up negative, but there was a police officer that was called in, and he was told that the woman was running in front of cars to kill herself, and 2 cars avoided her. I don't think she was running into it. I think she was having a mental moment. So anyway, police officers are trained to captivate the moment. They want to be in charge of what's going on around them. That's what a cop does. So he throws her on the ground and he puts this move now that they do, not to choke her but to hold her hands, and he's laying on her. And she's having a mental breakdown. Her mother comes running and everybody's trying to quiet her down, but this cop is resilient on keeping her hands over her head and what have you. I don't know if you saw this in the news. So anyway, long story short of it, they ended up arresting the mother because she slapped the cop because he wouldn't get off the girl. And now there's a big investigation going on because of mental anxiety. Now, when they sent her to the hospital, they only had her in there 15 minutes.
That's Cracker Barrel.
They sent her 15 minutes and sent her home. There was nothing wrong with her. She was having a panic attack. So, a lady on the news.
I said, that's Cracker Barrel. This looks like, yep. You can kind of tell who's walking in the door by what they've got.
Well, you didn't know it was me.
I didn't know it was you. You're like this quiet stealth.
How many bags do you have?
And Cracker Barrel's,
Is that lunch?
she's got the keys. She's got the water bottle that clanks.
Look at the size of that lunch pail. What you got?
Good stuff.
You got bags in there? Did grandma send any chicken cutlet? I'm gonna bring grandma in to cook. We
You
should.
have to do a segment with Grandma.
Next
Chicken
week,
Cutlets.
Vlad, your guy's coming in next week. It's 3 weeks for the cooking show.
He's coming in for the first time, or?
He's supposed to get in touch with us next week to do a cooking show. And we should call the other chef. What was his name? With
Mark.
the goatee.
Mark.
Chef Mark. Should call him in
You
as well.
talked to him at all, Slick?
Yeah, I only talk to him about his food.
You do?
Yeah, because I get hungry when I see his food on my timeline.
How's he doing? Is he busy?
He's doing good, yeah. Bachelorette parties, birthday parties, yeah. It's Chef Mark is the
Now,
chef.
I came up. I want to talk to him because I came up with the best bachelorette party you've ever seen in your life. Imagine, and I'm doing this with you in mind. Imagine you have a chef cooking, right? And then you have male dancers for the bachelorettes, female dancers for the bachelor parties. But you have either or depending on who you are. And you have a great chef cooking.
Or
You get
could have
meal
the
and-
swimmers from the Olympic team come.
No, that's way out of reach. You're not gonna have a swimmer come to a bachelorette
What's the
party.
guy's name with who's got the beautiful tattoos? Yeah.
Caleb Dressler.
Doing.
He was.
He's
from
right
Florida.
from Ocala, no?
I think he's only like 24 years old.
So what are you looking at his tattoos for?
Because he's half naked.
No, he's like totally naked. But what are you looking at?
As
his
Slick would
tattoos?
say, 98%. I know.
You see, and then she has a problem when I look at the volleyball team.
I got no
In
problem
their-
with it.
in
Oh,
their
I'm just
bathing
talking
suit.
about the uniform.
you look at the volleyball team.
I look at every knot.
It's the way you look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was surprised when Caleb Dressel comes out and he's
You know,
stretching.
Let's give Al a mic.
it's
know?
amazing.
Why?
It's amazing how they always come to your aid. They don't bust on you for nothing.
It's almost like Don's right or something.
Don's
Isn't that
tongue is on the
crazy?
floor, and she's like, "Oh no, she's admiring how
Don
he
writes the-
swims."
It's only because Don writes the
I didn't
checks
even
is
know the
what it
guy.
is.
I didn't even know the guy had a tattoo. I was looking at him swim. I'm not looking at his tattoo. What's the matter
I
with
gotta
you?
tell you, the Olympics, the U.S. has come in really high. They've done a lot of incredible stuff.
And the Chinese are still right there with us, 68, 68. They are not giving up this battle to be superior in medals. They got like over 30 gold, man. Over, they're gonna be close to 40. Wow, that's unbelievable.
The U.S. only has 24.
That's unbelievable.
Who has 40?
No, the
Chinese.
Chinese have 39 right now.
Gold.
39 gold.
Then why'd you just say they needed gold?
No, I'm saying that we're tied at 68 medals apiece, but they are busting it out and being first.
Yeah, so
You
as
got to
of-
tip your hat,
As of
man.
right now, China has 32 gold, and we only have 24 gold.
Yeah.
They have 69 overall. We have 73 overall.
They have 69, 73. Okay, so we must have won a few more. All right, so we're ahead again. Oh, Kevin Durant called me last night, and he told Slick, he told me, tell Slick, take that. Now, he didn't drop 50, but he dropped 29. And my God, that team from Spain went bazonkos. Did you see that? That kid, what's his name? Rucus? Dropped 38 from Spain. He single-handedly scored 11 in a row to put the U.S. behind in the second quarter, or half, or whatever it was. And the U.S. had to come from nowhere to win. But Durant told the coach, you ain't sitting me. Did you see this? He told him, you ain't sitting me. I just got hot. And he went in there and lit it up. So he wanted me to let you know, Slick, it ain't over till it's over. So the U.S. is going to play in the semis, and the winner of that goes on to the gold tournament. Australia, who the U.S. lost to, is going to probably be next.
Val's like, what are you guys even talking about? I work 40 hours.
But
Olympics.
I'll say update, like I'll say on Val's side, bras and panties, but not actually bras and panties, because Rihanna came out with this Savage Fenty line, and it's for the big girls. And who sponsored it was, I'm gonna get the video for you guys
It's for
on.
the
I'll
big
say
girls.
it's for the big girls.
What, bras and panties for big girls?
No, but yeah, but like for what is it?
What it's called?
What is it called? Quadruple X?
Savage X.
For the average girl.
It's
Mhm.
Quadruple
For the average girl.
average.
For
That
the
ain't no
average.
average.
It's becoming a trend.
Who
There's more and
sponsors?
more having bigger
I'm
bras.
just trying to tell you who sponsors it. It's this New Orleans all girls biker club.
I just want to know,
That
why are you
sponsors
looking
it.
up
No, because
Big girls,
no,
panties, and
because I
bras.
get notified on it
Why,
through my
Rihanna?
via
A bigger
email.
girl?
she's a big girl.
No, but she creates a
She's-
plus.
She's a big business girl.
She
I gotta
creates
tell
a
you,
plus
it's a
size
thing
line.
Because
you know?
I think Dove started it, talking about inclusion of real women,
sizes, all
sizes, real women, because not everyone's a 0 or a 2 petite thing,
Or 6'2".
right? And then you try to get clothes, and you go, I don't like this bra, I don't like that bra, I don't like the way this fits, because it's a whole media thing.
What
So they're
about? Wait,
including
hold on.
everybody.
What about a guy that's 400 pounds, big guy, a
They
big
have
guy?
and tall.
I know that, but how come is that looked upon the same way that big women are looked upon? They make special clothing for them. I don't get it.
Yeah, we made. Yeah, we got triple X. We got whole yeah.
There's a store out on Milkland and
For men.
something like that
For
big
men.
yeah.
So big women is a big deal if they come out with clothing.
Yeah,
It's a
because
big deal.
But this is
everyone wants
lingerie.
being beautiful.
Yeah, it was lingerie.
Don't wear nothing. Just wear something in your hair.
We now have up to XX online. We don't
Double
carry
X.
Double X. We don't carry it in
You
store,
you
but we
brought
do
in
it
more material. You can't go triple X.
Nope.
Triple X. Make it
But you know the thing about you
Fantasyland.
is you don't think anyone's pretty, but you think everybody's beautiful.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
Did you hear what I just said?
Because the way you guys compare pretty, I don't see it. that
But you
way.
find women, but you didn't hear the rest of what I said.
Yeah, but you're giving me the negative and then throwing me a
No.
bone.
No, because you don't think anyone's pretty, but you think everyone is beautiful. You think everyone is beautiful in their size, in their body, in their shape.
That's a great sentence. Just leave the first part out. I think everybody's pretty. The problem is that you begin to give me this is pretty, this is pretty. That's not pretty. What is pretty? What is pretty? I
That's
see a
okay.
sexy woman, right? And she talks and vile stuff comes out of her mouth. She's still pretty?
But then you'll tell us somebody is just beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Because
they
of
may
who
be
she
a
is.
double or triple X.
But
you
I don't
even
look at
care.
that.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
look at
saying.
guys' tattoos when they're
That's
swimmers.
What I'm saying.
That's
you
for the
think every woman is
mind
beautiful.
of doing. I don't do that.
Because you think every woman is beautiful.
Do you guys look at the volleyball players in a sexual way or in an athletic way?
In an athletic way, because
You're
those
such a
girls
lying sack of-
no, because these volleyball women, they dart the ball, they hit each other, they don't care.
You see the way they bump?
What do you mean? See, I'm telling you, you don't watch it because of this.
Of course
You
I
don't
watch.
watch it because
He
of
wants
this.
to watch them
You don't watch
I
it.
learned. I didn't say that. You see, bump and bounce. Did I say that? I watch
My
volleyball
hair's too tight.
because when I used to play volleyball, I always wondered. You try to punch the power ball through the lady or the man that puts his arms up. You try to go through them. Just tap it over to the left or the right. You go, boop. That's all. So now they do that. They go boop, and they get a point.
Yeah,
And
but
they do that.
I know. It's a whole lot. Well, guys
I love
too.
the celebration.
I gotta tell you, the guys too forget mask restrictions. I guess because everyone's living together. So
I'm gonna tell you, I would never play power volleyball against some of these guys. These guys are freaking Neanderthals. My God, they hit a ball 110 miles an hour. I mean, all you see is a blur. You go, ay!
I gotta ask you guys a question though. When all these jobs that people are working out just to pay their bills, if you don't like your job or your manager, it's very different than liking what you do. Is this like a side hustle thing?
What are you talking about?
The real jobs that they all have,
Yeah,
as opposed to our real jobs that they have.
yeah.
They don't always like those real jobs.
Nobody likes a real job.
That's not true. You can have real jobs that you like. Just
You ever
I think
had
we're-
one?
We're so young, and
You ever had one?
I enjoyed working in the movie theater, but it didn't pay my bills, so I quit.
Okay, but you liked it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Okay.
So versus the job that who's here? JP's here. Versus a job that,
It pays my bills, and then
but you
some.
don't have to like it if it pays your bills.
It makes it easy if you like it, but I've noticed that most of the jobs that pay very well are the ones that are usually the crappiest to work at.
They're the most demanding.
How would
Sure.
I have a pink bug? Have you ever seen a pink bug?
You know, it's just fluff. It's just lint.
Thank you.
It's fuzz.
Thank you very
Where's
much.
it coming from now?
Apparently in my cup.
Is your hair so tight like it's obscuring your
Stop
vision?
it with the hair. Listen, the bottom line is when you have a job and you're good at it and everybody else is not, there's two ways that you're going to be handled. They're going to either expect more of you and make it so, then you probably end up quitting, or you're going to help bring everybody along to be better, and management will acknowledge that.
But what if no one else wants to be better? What if they're all lazy schmucks?
Well,
Well,
then,
yeah, what if they're
then
just
it's
very
then
happy
it's a
doing where
toxic
they are?
environment.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
you
Or
know.
they're just happy where they are and they don't want more.
No one's happy here. Where I work? Because the money's good and it's great, but
But
like...
then nobody's happy.
I don't know, because it sucks. It's toxic as heck, you know?
And
You know, I
everyone's
don't,
complaining.
I don't know.
45, 50
I've had more jobs than you have age. I've had a lot of jobs in my life, and I tried everything, everything, because I got bored. You know, the challenge was there. I accomplished the feat, and then nobody around me wanted to push it to another level. And I said, so I rather work for myself and fail if I have to, or accomplish, because you can't get everybody on the same page. This is why sports to me is such a dramatic thing. You know, to get a football team, a professional football team, to win a Super Bowl, it's a lot of work, man. You got to take 53 minds and make one. And that's impossible. Think about it.
Everyone's got stuff going on.
Think about it. Everybody's life is different.
I tell you, your generation is really hard with what they're going through. I was having a conversation with someone about getting the wins, and I can't say the opposite of win is a loss because they're just different wins.
But what about what's happening with people being evicted now?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But they didn't want to go back to work.
I'm saying that too.
And they're not making enough money. They're just making enough money because there's no rent involved.
True.
Rent is maybe 30 to 60% of your gross income. And because it wasn't in play, you were sitting home saying, give me the check. So now the eviction notices as of yesterday were terminated. And if you don't pay, you got to go. And they still are giving people 3 weeks to find or do something. Got to get back to work. No? Yes?
I don't know. What do you guys think? You're all working.
I mean, there's no other way of handling the situation. But my father used to tell me, work your way out of the situation. Or open up your own business. We talked about this too. This is why I'm so excited about Renee. Renee is going to ask 1,000 different people, open a business. And for $60, you can meet 1,000 vendors, maybe 3 or 4. She's going to have 3,000 people on Saturday at this event. Now, unfortunately, this thing about the virus is it couldn't come at a worse freaking time, because I thought that Renee was on the right path. It's free. You show up. Parking is free. Got to get there early, and make your own deal. Make a business.
It's Sunday. This Sunday in North Miami. you
This
said?
Saturday in
Saturday.
Tampa.
Tampa.
This one's in Tampa. The
Or
next
just
one's in.
renting an RV and going. You want to go with them?
I
Anyone
could work
in?
Saturday.
Everyone's
if I can find
working.
someone to work, should, because that sounds fun. That could be good for some of the people here. You get some, get a little group together. We have some camera people, some editors. We say, hey, you.
She
starting a
got
business?
I think everyone's working
1,500.
Saturday.
She got 1,500 messages yesterday from Tampa on everybody going out there. Now think about it. Let's say that we decide we're going to do on-site T-shirts. I mean, stupid idea, but let's say, and somehow we can create T-shirts. You think we're going to sell 1,000 T-shirts there on Saturday?
Yeah.
You think we're going to sell? But this is the point. If you are eager enough or aggressive enough to go, here's the opportunity. Now you got to take it and you got to go with it. But don't say that life isn't fair. There's an opportunity.
Life
That's-
isn't fair.
But don't say that, because it's not true.
Do you
Now,
guys ever look at your life and look at your wins and the things that you have in gratitude versus the things that you don't have?
Yeah, I do that all the time. Like I do have like a vision chart.
you mean
so
the
like,
glass is half full?
so like I do look
Sometimes
at a cup half full.
How
you
much?
know.
How many times you preach that to me a day?
Me? A lot, because I look at it myself. So like I look at my wins, like, you know, I went through the storm, which was Massachusetts. I've been through a lot, and then my negatives are like all my bad relationships, you know, I met.
There is no bad relationships. There is no bad relationships. Those are all learning experiences.
Sure.
You want to see my wounds?
All right, so how do you change your mindset from those bad relationships to the wins of where you're at now?
I feel like as a person, you have to reset yourself. Like, you have to reset yourself. You just can't come in with the same mindset thinking that you are going to, like, jump over this hurdle. You have to go out of body to actually reach that next step.
What's more
And then
important
that-
in your life at such a young age?
Me?
Love or career?
Clearly, love is not a part of the situation. So it's
Because you
about
haven't
career.
attained it.
I haven't attained it. It's just
Would you
not
give
there
up
for
your
me.
career for love?
Yeah. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
His first response was what?
My first response was yes, but no, I wouldn't. No, I'm sorry.
You got into this-
Love is a treacherous.
shouldn't love be part of your career?
Love is a path that starts out bright, you know, and then
Anything
for
with
me,
an,
off my experience, it
anything with
starts
an
out-
adjustment will always change, including life, everything. Everything in your
Don't
life.
you think that everyone has some non-wins in life? I hate to call them losers.
What's a non-win?
Bad situations?
Everybody.
Everybody. And it's how you deal with those situations to make your life better.
I think you can learn a lot from those bad situations. I think turning that not win, is that what you just called it, into a win is taking the experience from that bad situation and using that to improve yourself. I think that's the goal.
What if something really bad happened? You come here, something just happened bad, and then somebody walks in through that door with the similar, if not the same situation. Do you tell them, listen, the same thing happened to me, and you share the misery? Or do you lift and say, it's okay, let me tell you why it's okay? Do you make them better?
You do a little bit of both.
Yeah. You tell them that you also went through it
Yeah.
as well.
You relate to them, you tell them what happened, then you say, but here's what we can do.
But do you tell them that? Or do you just say, let me tell you what I think, and go in a different direction? Because what happens is that people's perception, if you're doing it, are going to say, oh, you're probably making it up. That's the first thing. Who the hell runs into the same
Well,
situation?
then that's on them then.
Everything's on them. But the object of the game is, do you want them to make them feel better because it makes you feel better?
I think wouldn't like somebody going through the same thing make you feel better? Because like you're not the only
Yeah, that
person.
relatability.
Well, in this business, you're going to be doing that 10, 12 times a day because you're dealing with human nature. And in here, people come and they all have some kind of issue. They have a problem. Something's
But
happening.
that's life. I think, I don't know all of you really well, but I think everyone at some point in life has had things haven't gone their way.
Of course not.
But that's your perception. If others will look at you and go, you've got the most perfect life because you've got this, this, and this, and this. Can't walk in my shoes. But how you deal with it and make your life better.
Well, if you tell me,
how do you take your accountability of your own life and say, you know what?
Well, you-
Gotta do it like RK says. I
But
gotta take
hold
those
on.
non-wins and make them wins.
If you say to a person, you got the perfect life because you got this, this, and this, and this, you just say, you want some?
What?
You want a slice? I got the perfect life. You want some? I give you some perfect life. Because it's a fallacy. It's not true. There's no such thing.
But that's what I think people don't understand is that everyone's got something.
So
and this
give them-
pandemic has made it even more. It's made it harder.
Offer them a piece. Say, you want some?
The pandemic, I think, has made it really hard. You need a mic?
But I said that what you said before is a word. So the word sonder, the realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own.
Interesting. I get snaps on that one.
I think the bottom line here is that if you try to use logic in life, it sounds really great, but to live it is a different story.
See, that's why I love it when you guys do your shows, because right now your generation is the generation that I think was the most effective during the pandemic. If you're our age, you either have your job, you don't have your job, you can have the strength or not to figure out what's next. For you guys, you're just starting and emerging, and then this came in. And if you don't have a significant other, where do you meet that other person to go out with? If you're living at home and you got parents and you're worried about contracting the virus, you don't want to bring it home to your parents or grandparents. And then you've got this whole work thing, this work learning what's next for my career situation. So when you do your shows, you become the model for people to look at, the good and the bad. You know, if there's stresses, you explain the stressors and said, life's not perfect, this is this. Or this is a win I took, which is why I love it when you guys do your shows, because they share the perspective. You and I can do this all day long, but we've got a demographic. They've got a whole nother demographic and reach that they can get to.
Do you guys know who Dave Winfield is?
No.
Dave Winfield. Anybody? Vlad, you know Dave Winfield?
No.
Dave Winfield was a San Diego Padre player and went to play for the Yankees, first $1 million player. And Dave Winfield was called the man who stirs the drink. Now, you know what it means when you are called the person that stirs the drink?
Like you said about Bianca.
When you Bianca stirs the drink. When you have a drink and you put ice, lemon, and soda and whatever, you stir it, right? You stir it together. The person that stirs the drink is the person in charge of making it happen. So you can either be a drink or you could be the straw that stirs the drink. And when you stir the drink, everything that she just says becomes vital, not only to you, but to everybody around you. Because as you make them rise, so will you.
I mean, Slick, you saw when you were doing Slick Speaks routinely, you saw what happened. You thought you were being interviewed for a job and someone wanted Slick to hire them
True?
to be part of his production team. You know, Val, you brought so much awareness. I feel like the Wizard of Oz. And Val, you have a heart and you brought so much awareness to special needs. And you did the small talk, the little things that matter. And we've lost because we've gotten so busy doing other things. I don't want to get lost in that. I want you to always find time to do the other things because that is what makes a difference in what we get to do. And the ideas and the voices that we share. We have these great platforms in NN and here and social media and Roku. But the platform's only as good as the shows that you put on it.
Well, the bottom line here is not only do you do your show, but then you have to do the business end to this show. And I think that the lady that was here yesterday is a grand example of the Stitch lady, a grand example of being caught up in that whole swerve when you guys went in with your cameras
Last
and you
week.
went to her store and she came in here yesterday and she had a great time. She didn't want to leave. It was
Such a
supposed to be
nice
20
lady.
minutes. She stayed for 2.5 hours. And she's coming back Thursday to do a segment and maybe we do some business with her. But that is what the straw does. This stirs the drink. It is that whole rotation, that movement in the business. Yeah, cameras are nice, angles are nice, lighting is nice, even having interviews. All that is nice. But then you got to take all of that and you got to take it to the next level. Where now you guys are producers, producing shows, ideas, and creativity. That's why I say to you, you know, I know that you have stuff. We all do. But I need you to overcome your stuff and feel confident enough because you are good enough. You are the best at what you do. I've said this for years in here because if you don't believe that, nobody else will.
Everybody's got stuff.
Who does it? Even Vlad got stuff. Vlad, you got stuff? But he has a smile that melts people. His persona, everybody says great things about Vlad. Same thing with this guy over here, Mr.
Slick.
Phone. I love seeing the top of his head.
Everyone's got stuff, and I really want to get back to you guys doing your shows live because you see what happens when you don't. We're now on week
Yeah.
2 that your show has not gone out.
It's okay. We'll get back to it.
Because it's the content, and the more I talk to people, now it's back to school and the stresses of school. I don't even know if anyone had summer.
What summer?
Exactly my point. I really feel like I don't know what happened.
You went to the beach? He has summer. He went to the beach. Summertime.
I mean, what happened to summer, and everyone's right back in the thick of what it is again.
And
You
I'm gonna
gotta-
tell
you
you,
got to find those wins. You got to find those wins. Anyone off tonight?
everybody's
I
working.
fixed my schedule. I'm off Wednesdays and Thursdays now. So if you need me at night, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
Tonight we are interviewing the owner of Jeremiah's, the new Jeremiah's in Boca Raton. So she's going to be on NN with us tonight. You and I are hosting because everyone else is working.
No problem.
So
I
that'll
could
be
do
good.
this on my sleep.
But they're having a grand opening this weekend, and she's looking for some coverage. So if anyone has time off this weekend,
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I think Saturday and Sunday,
Saturday and Sunday.
to get some coverage on, they've got music, they've got pet adoption, they're having a whole lot of stuff out there.
Jeremiah's?
I might leave this.
Jeremiah's, yeah. Huh?
You want another pet?
No, I can't. I only have 2. Your max is 2.
So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's located right on Glades Road and Boca Rio on the Turnpike. So they're having their grand opening Saturday and Sunday.
I know, but I have to go to Tampa. Maybe I go. No, but they have Friday something going on.
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to go over there Friday or
So
something.
we got to figure out how we're going to do that. You're going to Tampa. My son's leaving for D.C. It's a busy weekend.
Well, I want to go because I think that Renee, and again, they're expecting 3,000 people. I have a problem with the numbers.
Well, that's my only concern about that right now.
I know.
Is,
Everything is a concern again. Because I wanted to break it open as to what I wanted to do with the gang. And here we are again. I find myself sitting again.
But the good news is they're saying now 70% of Americans have now received at least one vaccine.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything.
That's not true.
We'll get you still
70 is better than
vaccinated, even
69.
If you are vaccinated.
Yeah, and the
Yes.
problem is that you don't get sick in the hospital sick, they say, but you're still carrying this thing, and it becomes a different issue because others that don't have it.
So how do you guys feel about concerts?
Again, I'm going. This would be like a giant concert. If I'm, I don't really want to go. At my age, I got too much to lose, right now.
We get to all of you guys. We've got responsibilities to keep it all afloat, and to keep you all as safe as we can. So as business owners, it's different for us. Maybe I don't know. What's your perspective on it?
I think everyone who's going to these concerts or these outdoor events, I think they know the risk when they're going. Now,
But how do you feel about it? How do you feel if Slick went to a concert and he's in
What's
the same
your
room as
risk
you?
reward though?
Yeah.
The risk reward ratio.
I'm just using it as an example.
I don't think that Slick was home all last weekend.
so let me give you.
You worked all last
Let me give you
weekend.
a different scenario. What's today?
Would you go to a
Tuesday.
concert?
I was at a concert this weekend. Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer.
Oh, Hard Rock.
I was there. I was at the Hard Rock. So I was actually at a concert. So what's everyone's opinion on this now?
I get the hell out. Did you wear a mask?
In my car?
Did you wear a mask?
For part of it, sure. Until we all took the mask and we started fucking mosh pitting. Oh, sorry. Mosh pitting.
You were mosh pitting? You were said it twice. And we said you were gonna go for it?
I was in the I was in the mosh pit. Sorry,
You
it
were in
slipped
the
out.
mosh pit? Oh, gee. No, because my friend went there. Like, he took it, he wanted me to third wheel with him. Yeah. Okay, you're
So let me ask you a question. Is it legal to say to you, to anybody, that you do something like that? Do I have the right to say
Well,
that?
Because
here's
again,
what they're
everyone who's going,
recommending.
we know the risk, you know.
here's what they're
That's your risk, not mine.
Here's what they're
I didn't ask you to
recommending.
come in here.
So you can ask.
I
me.
didn't ask you to do your risk. You want to do your risk, is your life, not my
That's what I mean,
life.
Like you asked, like, can you ask me if I went? Like, you,
Is it legal is what I asked.
You
it
can
should
ask
be
him
legal.
anything you want.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him to go. If you go, you can go. I see you in 14 days. I got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. Why is it that people feel it's okay to do that, and if they get sick, what are you going to tell me then? I had an argument with Steve-O yesterday. He got one shot. Oh, I'm not getting the next. I says, you know what? Lose my number. Because he's big, he's sick, and he had COVID. And he don't sound too good to begin with. Do I have a right to ask and protect myself?
Sure.
Yo, G, get you packs of tea, man. You want to drink
Pack some tea.
I'm gonna take my 38 and show you my tea because what I don't understand is if you're gonna do it, then just let us know. I'm not saying you can't, but don't I get a vote to my life?
So what do you want to do?
Send them home.
Okay, so send them home.
It don't matter
Or
now.
wear a mask.
Or I'll go put on my mask. Well, I was gonna say we should be wearing masks anyway because it looks like after 20, what did they do yesterday? Another 18,000 cases. It's just ridiculous.
But here's what they're saying. They're saying if you're in a room of vaccinated people, you do not need
Who
to
did the
wear a
mosh
mask.
pit?
He's still vaccinated though. We know we have footage of his second vaccine that he is vaccinated.
I think we should take his temperature and watch him with close eyes. Closer eyes.
Say good
Closer
morning
eyes?
to Loida.
Loida, how are you? Loida, I'm very upset right now. Excuse me?
Hi, Sean.
Sean, how are you? I thought you told me 12 o'clock. How are you, my friend?
Slick, show him around.
Show him what our issues are, Slick. Listen, this guy just threw me off my game. I'm like totally off my game right now.
Who, RK?
You want me to go in my car and grab my mask? I'll grab it real quick.
That's not the point. It does bother me because at least tell me. All I ask, you can call me, you can text me, you can do smoke signals. Just tell me. That's all.
I mean, you ain't gotta bring your 38 though.
No,
That may be for me.
you have the knife on you. Boom. There you go.
Like, this is the reason why I'm talking about Saturday. And the reason, if I don't go, is because of everybody
here,
sitting
here
in
would
here.
be my perfect example of why you maybe should consider not going on Saturday. Because this is just one. You're going to be around 2,900 others.
I know that. It's the reason I just said.
And if you got
if
this
I don't go,
upset
it's
over
because of
one,
this.
then I don't
No, I
know
know,
if you're
I
as
know.
comfortable to do that.
I
I know in my heart I'm not that comfortable.
Well, I'm
to do
physically
that.
going through certain things right now that limits
Yeah,
me.
that I don't think it's a good idea. Actually,
I
for
know,
exposure
I
either.
know, I know. And that's the reason I say if you're going to do it, I don't have a problem with you doing it, but just let me know you've done it so I could. Look at this. You went and you got your mask right away, didn't you? Didn't you? Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Make him feel bad. Yes, it was. I'm going to wear my mask. Because my friend here. Again, I don't have a problem with him doing it. None whatsoever. That's not the part that bothers me. And if it was a different circumstance, yeah. You're going to what?
2 concerts next month.
I feel like you should just.
But that's
take
okay.
Your precaution though.
Yeah. But now, there's something going on with me right now. If it wasn't going on, I would have absolutely no problem with it. It's just this other thing. Well, it doesn't matter, but that's the only reason. Yeah, but what's going on right now is, I just got to be, he is careful, I got to be a step above that. So it's the only reason. I mean, if people want to live, they want to send their kids to school and everything, I get it. And you say, you're going to send your kid to school with no mask, and you accept its consequences. I get it. I've seen people in the hospital right now that can't breathe, 20% chance of living, and they're looking through a glass because they still refuse to take the shot, and they're looking at their 13-year-old son saying, Dad, please take the shot.
There
And
was,
he's going to take it.
there
This is
was-
on the news.
Yeah, it was on the news. They said he texted his wife from his bed, "I wish I got the vaccine," like right before.
Yeah. Everybody who's getting sick now wishes, but they're doing it out of guilt, not out of science. And again, we're back to that mess.
You just said the word science, and something struck in me. You know, we forget that the body heals itself. That's one of the biggest things this whole world is forgetting. We forget that. And tea and natural stuff helps it. Like, we're not giving the body what it needs. I feel like it's weak immune systems is making this thing
It's true, but the problem is that in this country we are known for weak immune systems. We overeat, we overindulge, we over.
It's who we listening to, or FDA and all that. We're like, come on now. We
Well,
forget.
the bottom line here is chickenpox killed a lot of people. And we look at it now in the rearview mirror because they took the vaccine for it and they slowed it down.
AOG, isn't chickenpox and the vaccine man-made?
There's a lot of man-made. Divorce is man-made. That'll kill you too. See, the bottom line here is the chickenpox vaccine does not stop the chickenpox, but it controls it enough that you don't die from it. And people think that because you have a shot for this COVID, that it's supposed to stop it. And it's not going to stop it, but maybe it lets you live another day.
Neutralize it.
Maybe we'll slow it down.
That's how America operate, right?
Fight back, but listen, it's a whole conversation.
That's a whole
off air.
different-
You and I have not differences of opinions, but differences of opinions. So
This, like I said, if I wasn't going through what I was going through, I have no problem with it. But
and then we
right
got
now,
Val, who looked at me that day when did get the vaccine and went, "You're not gonna get the vaccine."
Oh, you don't know. They wanted to stop production and sit you down, because you're the reason we went. You're the reason I went.
Well, you had to go.
I had to go, but then going.
And then that Saturday, I had Val's face in my head going, "What do you mean you're not going to go?" "Okay, Val, I'm going." "Okay, Val, I'm sitting here."
Thank God you were
But
here.
Thank God you've got that guilty look.
I got it anyway because I'm grandma.
I know. But I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And Val went, "What do you mean you're not going to do
I
it?"
still have
And did
I
it.
still have members of my family. I called my sister yesterday and blasted her, and I told her, I am removing
allowed
your
to go to
phone
work?
number. No, they said that she's got to have it before the end of the month, and I said to her that you're doing this. I am not gonna call you anymore. Take my phone off, my number off your phone, until I see the proof. And she says, "You're kidding me, right?" And I hung up the phone, and that's the end of that. Because as much as you have a right to say no, so do I. That's all I'm saying. Right, wrong, or indifference. This is a tug and a push.
Social divide, yo.
The camera just went, the computer just went out.
The computer is out.
I know.
All right, you ready to
we
rock
got
and
a
roll?
new computer.
Wait, what?
Yep, it's back.
I didn't do that.
No, it's
No,
the
you
computer.
didn't.
It's coming. It'll be here Friday.
Oh, we got a new one coming in? All right, let's wrap this up and see what Slick's got going on, see what the cruise, everyone's working on stuff. Maybe Arcade's going to get a show out this week?
Yeah.
I may run over to the radio station. It's
good.
working.
It's cooking. Can I
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
all good.
I may take them to the radio station to do some stuff and come back by 11.
All right, have a great morning,
for 10.
everyone. We will see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye. It's all right, we're good.
Thank you for listening to the morning show. As I go now to fill my mug, which is completely empty, I'm coffee out.
Your cup runneth over.
No,
Have
company dry.
a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in for all of our other morning shows coming from Ant Media Productions, and then our afternoon show at 12 o'clock.
And always join us for more fun and laughs, because you know your day starts when you smile.
Have a great morning, and we'll see you in a little bit.
And don't be late.